Getting recognized on national TV and talking smack about someone who pisses you off? Talk about the best of both worlds. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 stars who threw shade at award shows. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at famous people getting mad at other famous people in front of a whole lot of famous people. Call it whatever you want, shade, diss, or smack talk, these cases of personal insults were fascinating to watch play out on live TV. Number 10. Katy Perry vs. Britney Spears, 59th Annual Grammy Awards. We're old enough to remember when Britney Spears was everything. Literally, there was no escaping her presence on TV or the internet. Then, sometime later, Katy Perry was everything, and similarly, there was no escape.
The only thing I have to do is shave my head, which I'm really saving for a public breakdown. I'm down for that.
I don't doubt your
I'm always moments away from that, obviously.
Being on top of the entertainment world is no doubt competitive, so it's only natural that stars will throw shade at their rivals, which is just what Perry did when she joked that she didn't shave her head yet at the Grammys. An obvious shot at a dark time in Spears' life and career when her mental health suffered due to her insane schedule. Number 9. Fiona Apple vs. Award Shows, 14th MTV Video Music Awards. You know the award show formula. Get up in front of the audience, say how grateful you are to be there, thank everyone you know, and of course, smile from ear to ear. Basically, be nice and look pretty.
You shouldn't model your life about what you think that we think is cool and what we're wearing and what we're saying and everything. Go with yourself.
Well, Fiona Apple wasn't having any of that nonsense when she accepted a VMA award and called out award shows as bullshit, telling people not to model their lives after such lavish and absurd standards because it's all an act. Her message of just being yourself is still one of our favorite moments from any award show ever.
Man, it's good. Bye.
Number 8. Little Mix vs. Zayn Malik, 37th BRIT Awards. While accepting British Single of the Year at the 2017 BRIT Awards, members of the female pop group Little Mix were all quite stunned and surprised at the news. Front member Jade Thirlwall wasn't so dazed, however, that she'd forget to give a shout out to the lads who inspired their hit song, Shout Out to My Ex.
And then lastly, cheers to our exes for helping us do an amazing song. This is for you, lads!
Ironically, bandmate Perry Edwards was previously engaged to Zayn Malik, who was nominated in the same category that night. Whether this was intended to be a direct dig at the One Direction bandmate or not, we're sure that Zayn is doing just fine all the same. Number 7. Suge Knight vs. Puff Daddy, 2nd Source Awards. Back in the mid-90s, the West Coast-East Coast rap battle was at the height of its insanity, resulting in the drive-by shooting deaths of East Coaster Biggie Smalls and West Coaster Tupac Shakur.
Like to tell Tupac to keep his guards up.
Within this national feud, two coastal record labels also went head-to-head, in California's Death Row Records, fronted by Suge Knight, and New York's Bad Boy Records, headed by Puff Daddy.
Any artists out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the video.
The friction between these two groups was at a fever pitch. So at the Source Awards in 1995, when Knight took a shot at Puffy for appearing in his client's videos, the audience was literally divided in their reaction, some booing and some applauding. And the room's tension could have been cut with a knife. Number 6. Fifth Harmony vs. Camila Cabello, 34th MTV Video Music Awards. The rule of this entry is, don't mess with Fifth Harmony, even if you are a member of Fifth Harmony. We're looking at you, Camila Cabello. After Cabello left the band in 2016 amongst in-group tensions, Fifth Harmony was invited to sing during the MTV Video Music Awards, and they sure didn't let this live national performance go to waste. Now being a foursome without Cabello, Fifth Harmony mysteriously appeared on stage with 5 members once again, only for one member, obviously symbolizing Cabello, to be yanked off the stage in slapstick fashion. Clearly, the girls of Fifth Harmony still had a lot to say about their former member, and none of it was good. Number 5. Zayn Malik vs. One Direction, 44th Annual American Music Awards. For this entry, Zayn Malik throws some award show shade of his own, instead of being the brunt of a very public diss.
This one just has my name on it, right?
Taking home an American Music Award after going solo from his former group One Direction, Zayn accepts the award by jokingly asking, "This one just has my name on it, right?" Yes, Zayn, it's just your name, and we're quite sure that your former bandmates didn't appreciate the joke, even if it was all in good jest. But like we said already, we're sure Mr. Malik is doing just fine. Number 4. Reese Witherspoon vs. Kim Kardashian, 20th MTV Movie and TV Awards. File this award show shade under savage, as we still can't believe how hard Reese Witherspoon went after Kim Kardashian at the MTV Movie Award for being so famous without any talent.
I know it's cool to be bad, but it's also possible to make it in Hollywood without a reality show.
Accepting a Generation Award, Reese tells young girls that they can become real actresses without taking the reality show path, and that a sex tape should be a source of shame, not a ticket to stardom.
If you took naked pictures of yourself on your cell phone, you hide your face, people. Like, hide your face.
Despite not naming Kim directly in the speech, it was clear from the get-go that Reese was gunning to take down the Queen Kardashian. And she succeeded. Number 3. Stephen Colbert vs. Bill Maher, 69th Primetime Emmy Awards. Political comedian Bill Maher got in quite a bit of hot water for saying the N-word on his show in 2017, and was forced to apologize for his actions weeks later. That apology wasn't good enough for Stephen Colbert, however, as he decided to drag Maher's name through the mud a little bit more at the Emmy Awards while making a speech on diversity.
And of course, Bill Maher. I assume he's black since he's so comfortable using the N-word. I don't know.
Pointing to the fact that the nominees were the most diverse in history, and listing off a series of black actors and actresses, Colbert jokingly added Bill Maher to the list, saying he must be black since he's so comfortable using the N-word. Number 2. Taylor Swift vs. Harry Styles, 30th MTV Video Music Awards. It's no secret that Taylor Swift has made a career out of throwing shade at ex-boyfriends in her songs. But this time she did it during live TV on the MTV Video Music Awards, and it was equally as glorious.
I also want to thank the person who inspired this song, who knows exactly who he is, because now I got one of these. Thank you so much!
Sure, she didn't outright name Harry Styles as such for being the inspiration to her award-winning song, I Knew You Were Trouble, but we must say she dropped a heavy hint nonetheless. Not only did she thank him for being the inspiration for the song, but she also thanked him for the award as well. Double shade. Taylor had lots of practice calling out other stars too. Just see her subtle bashing of Kanye at the 2016 Grammys.
I want to say to all the young women out there, there are going to be people along the way who will try to undercut your success or take credit.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
You guys enjoy the rest of the show. I want to thank everybody on Earth, except Donald Sterling. I don't want to. We're good with you, man. No Donald Sterling.
And the Grammy goes to Lemonade, Beyoncé.
Liam, 100 grand of your money, 100 grand of my money. We'll get in the ring and we'll have a fight, and you can all watch it on TV.
And I want to thank my haters too, because they be downloading my stuff so they can hear it and talk crap about it, but it benefits me.
Amy Adams was born in Vicenza, Veneto, Italy, and Natalie Portman was born in Jerusalem. Where are their birth certificates?
Number 1. Nicki Minaj vs. Miley Cyrus, 32nd MTV Video Music Awards. Here's some words to live by. Don't talk smack about Nicki Minaj, especially in the press, and doubly so if your name is Miley Cyrus.
Back to this bitch that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?
After accepting a VMA for her music in 2015, Minaj used the final moments of her speech to throw the show back to its host, one Miley Cyrus. Only she didn't throw it back as much as she did fire it out of a smoking pistol, calling Miley a bitch and asking her what's good. That's not Nicki's only award show shade, however, as she also ripped Iggy Azalea at the BET Awards for apparently not writing her own lyrics.
When you hear Nicki Minaj spit, Nicki Minaj wrote it.
Yikes. There's little doubt in our mind that Nicki Minaj is the queen of shade. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.